Hello, this is Deacon Weeks and I represent Legacy Writers at legacywriters.org. What we do is we can actually write your memoirs for you, or we can help you to write your memoirs. It really depends on what it is that you're trying to accomplish in that area. Many people find that when they go into trying to write their memoirs or write any kind of a story, that it's a little bit harder than they think. So that's where we offer a lot of tools and a lot of help to make sure that you can get the project done from beginning to end. When you sign up with us, you get this workbook. It's called the How to Write Your Memoirs workbook. It actually gives you a step-by-step lessons on what you need to do and how to do it. And then you can submit your work to me when you're done, and we will actually publish your finished and completed work. We'll go over with you and see if there's anything that needs to be adjusted or changed, and that also depends on the level at which you sign up. But basically, I want to first tell you what it is that we do and how we do it. So on the first level, if you sign up at $97, basically you can get the How to Write Your Memoirs workbook, and we'll do publishing for you, and that's about it. That's what you get for that. At the next level, $297, we will actually work with you a little bit more. We'll do a little bit of the editing, help you with the layout, give you some pointers on how to set everything up, and kind of consult with you on the project before it's published so that you can have the best work that you want to do. But the third level that we work with you on is actually kind of the starting point. This is the beginning. This is really where most people belong, in my opinion, because the average person isn't going to really know what they need to do as far as writing the book and getting it published and going through all those steps. So we can actually go month by month, step by step, chapter by chapter through your book with you and make sure that you're doing everything correctly all along the way so that it's completely done the way that you want it to be, and it's the perfect work for you. So basically that project, that level right there is $97 a month, or you can pay one time of $997, and it takes about a year to get it done. So it's $97 a month for 12 months, and then it's paid for forever. And you can order copies of your book at any time. They'll be available to wherever you want them. All the privacy settings are up to you. However you want to have your work disseminated, it will be. We can actually hold back and release it after you're passing, or we can release it right away, whatever you want to do. So now I want to talk a little bit about why it's important to write your memoirs. Everybody has a story. Okay, everybody is a witness to something. Whether you have people in your life who want to hear from you or don't want to hear from you, you still were a witness to something, and your life was a testimony to something in this world. And this project is actually huge. This project is about taking information from real people and their real lives and making it available to anybody who wants to read it, if that's the privacy settings they want. Now, our hope is that we can, in a few generations, we can actually have a real timeline of history, how it actually happened. So when people go back and they say, what was life like in this age? What was life like at this time? We can actually show them what it was like. We can actually say, hey, here's a window into somebody's real life. Not just some person who did some amazing thing, or not just some writer who was able to get their stuff published, but an average day-to-day human being on this planet, what it is that they lived through, what they did, what their life was like. It's so exciting. It's so wonderful. There's nothing more than I would like to be able to go to some of the family members that I know about and say, hey, can I read something about their life? Can I see what it was like to be alive, what they were thinking at that time in their life? You know, maybe my great-grandfather, when he was 12, 13 years old, what was going on in his life at that time? What was the world like at that time? Not just some obscure history lesson of, oh, the world was this way and that way and all these national events were happening. No, from his perspective, because he's someone I care about. And you know, some people, they don't have family members who they think would want to hear these things, but they don't really know. You don't ever really know who might be kind of going up their family tree and wanting to find out more information. And there's not information out there. We live in an information age where this stuff needs to be available to anybody who wants it. And the only way we can provide that is by doing it. And that's my goal at Legacy Writers, to make it available to the average person so anybody can actually do this. It's really simple. When you work with us, we actually make the tools really available to you, and we show you that it can be done, and it's not some just huge thing that is only open to certain people and the right people. It's really easy, and we keep it easy for you, and there's a lot of different levels where we can help you. We can, like I said, the best level to start out at, in my opinion, for most people, is that $97 a month level, or the $997 total, because we're going to be there every step of the way to make sure you're doing what you need to do. but maybe you don't want to write, or maybe you don't write that well. So we actually offer 2 other higher levels. That's sort of like the middle ground right there. On the next level up, we have this opportunity where we'll write with you. We'll actually write some of the book for you, and then we'll kind of write it together. Like I'll write a little bit, and then you'll write a little bit, and then you'll approve it. I don't approve it. You approve. You say, oh, this is great. This is what I want. Or no, I'm not so sure. I don't want this in there, and we'll take it out. And so at that level, it's like, I don't know. You can see pricing when you scroll down. You can see what it costs there. And then there's another level, the elite writing level, where we actually ghostwrite the whole work for you. So it's sort of like we flipped the third one that I was telling you about on its head, and we're like, you're kind of the one that tells us what to do. You say, we write it, we take all the information, we answer all the questions, we get everything we can from you, and we write it, and then you say, no, I want this changed, I want that changed, and we come back and change that, and then you approve everything we write. So then that's the top level, and it's a little bit pricier, but there's a lot more work involved. I mean, we're there with you in and out every month, every a couple times a week usually, working on your project. So we're really involved in that, making sure that the best thing is given to you. And I just want you to capture and grasp the gravity of this opportunity that's in front of you, to be able to just actually leave something for the people that you leave behind to be able to pick up and say, you know what, this is how they saw life. This is really how they perceived life. I know many people in my life who I wish that I can have one more conversation with. And we want to provide your friends and family and the people that you know with that one more conversation. So can you work with us? Can you just see and capture this dream and actually what it's about, and continue to build on this so that we have more and more and more information, so that the next generations, there's no government controlling what history is taught to our kids. We're controlling it, and we have that opportunity right now, and it's so great to be alive at this time where you can be at the forefront of this. So join with us at legacywriters.org. You can click the button below, sign up, or go check out and see what we have going on, and just contact me, Deacon at legacywriters.org, and I'll reach out to you and we can talk more about it. Thank you. Hey, great talk. Thank you for listening to me, and have a wonderful rest of your day.